Hello, family, and once again, welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network, where we continue to take a look on what is happening in Zimbabwe as well as the Sadc region. Botswana president is very, very clear when it comes to the issues of tenderpreneurship, which Kudakwashe Tagwirei has been backing about. Let us take a look.
It's about negotiating with the manufacturer, not some middle person. So tenderpreneurship must die, so that real entrepreneurship must emerge and be supported.
So this is very, very clear. What must happen is tenderpreneurship must simply die, so that those with ideas can cultivate those ideas and help the nation to grow. They create jobs. They create a stable economy. They add value. That is something which is very, very important. I think that these people do not understand what must happen and see how things must happen. Or probably it's because they are ignorant, it's because they will do everything they want to appease themselves. So we can spend weeks and weeks and weeks talking about the benefits of entrepreneurship, because we are talking about people who are actually employing people who are actually bringing innovation. I want to give you an example. The ZEC tender, where the ballot papers were printed, entrepreneurs printed the ballot papers, but who got the contract? It's the tenderpreneur. What Kuda does not understand is the tenderpreneur is coming, he gets the contract, makes money, then he contracts the entrepreneur to do the job for him. Why can't we have the entrepreneur directly getting that contract so that we cut the costs? And tenderpreneurs, they'll ask the entrepreneur, how much do you need to fulfill this contract? And the entrepreneur will say, okay, I need 50 million to fulfill this. And the tenderpreneur will come and say, okay, I need 300 million to the government. And he's inflating prices and figures because he does have people to pay, those who are connected to him. That is how state capture happens. Kuda does not understand that Command Agriculture could have been run by the Ministry of Agriculture itself through my extension officers, Vadumeni, Nemasabuku. It could have been run successfully without any problem. Kuda does not understand that the Ministry of Agriculture can even make CSC work within 6 months if they are serious, if they engage entrepreneurs who are in the villages, who are in rural areas, in rural farms, whatsoever. They don't understand that. That is the reason why we are where we are, is because these people, they always get away with anything. I always ask, why is it that there are certain companies which are contracted to provide fuel for the government? Why is it that the government entities can't buy fuel any way they want? Why? Why can't you simply create credit cards where the driver goes at any service station and swipes, and the money is credited into the account of the service provider there? That is how you promote entrepreneurs. But this thing of tenderpreneurs is where somebody is going to get all the government tenders to supply fuel. Fuel which is readily available from other outlets where anybody else can do it, but they don't have that opportunity. Why are you having a special opportunity yourself? That is something which is very important. And we need to be honest with each other. Vanhu vangani vakaemployiwa nachivayo, because chivayo comes, contracts a South African company for something which could have been done by a Zimbabwean company, zvoemploya vanhu vemuzimbabwe vapfumi vogara munyika. Right now, companies from South Africa have been contracted to deal with the issues of health activities in Zimbabwe, giving so much money to a South African company. Why these Zimbabwean companies do not have that money? why are these companies in business when they can't be supported? That company inoita zvekutenga mishonga nekuita sei Natfarm could have procured everything on behalf of the government. Ministry of Health itself can procure anyway kwavanoda machines. It's not happening because kune varofana kudya. So I agree with President Duma Boko. As long as tenderpreneurship is happening, hakuna progress and success ichaitika muhurumende.